Going live. Oh, I'm live. Oh, wow, it looks spooky in here. Hey, folks. So, wow, this is interesting. It took a while to get there. Hopefully some people will join us soon. I'm just... Oh, wow, so somebody's here already. So, wow. I was just about to tweet. All right, I will get into my seat so you all can see me. And I will grab the cards out. Get started very soon. Oh, wow. I'm kind of warm now. Oh, wow. Ooh, bugger, what am I doing? Dear me. Yeah, I've never... This is my first time doing a live video on YouTube. I've done a couple on Instagram and Facebook before, but never on YouTube. I was having a bit of technical difficulties, but got there in the end. Right, so... Okay, so that needs to come... Maybe if I'll pull that back. Can you see? No. Oh, yeah, that's better. You can see it a bit. That's better. I'll pull it a bit closer. All right. Yeah. All right. Two minutes. Oh, now you can't even see my head. Give me now. All right. So I'm gonna have to pull it back. This is why I usually just do videos and edit them. Oh gosh. Bear with me, folks. All right. Okay. Just send a quick tweet and I will be on my way. Just letting people know that we're going live. Because I've been planning this live stream for days, but the Mercury retrograde has just been driving me crazy. It's been so difficult to plan things because I'd do a post and then ended up deleting the post and yeah, etc. etc. Although my trusty cards are here, I will be reading from the Goddesses and Sirens deck. I will be using that one. Where's my... I've got my Dragon Oracle deck. I'll be using that one as well. Kuan Yin Oracle. I'll be using the Kuan Yin Oracle as well. I want... Just grab my Mythic Oracle. Where on earth is it? This is not good. What on earth? Where on earth is my cards? That is so strange. Here, no. That is really bizarre. Okay, so... All right. Whew. 4 minutes. Time is going so quickly. Right. All right, let me find the first card. Earlier on today, I did a live stream and I pulled the card of the day, so I'm going to find the card of the day for you because I think the card of the day really go. These cards, I drew one card and another card fell out. So yeah, these are the cards. Not that one. Oh yeah, I kind of shuffled it away. See if I can find it again. Ah, no, not that one. Not that one. There's one of these. Right, let's see if I can find it quickly. Sorry it's taking me so long to get into this video. Right. So yeah, just ask for people to be please patient with me, because this is my first live stream video ever on here, on YouTube anyway. Aha, that's the one, that's the card. So the card of the day which I drew earlier on today was the Black Dragon. Now I feel like you're way too far away. I'm going to have to pull you closer. Can't bloody win. Either you too close or you too far away. All right. Oh, that works. That does work. Okay. All right, so the card of the day. I'll pull you a bit closer still. Oh. All right, now I think you're a bit too close. This is such a funny video. Oh my god. Please forgive me, guys and ladies. All right, so the card of the day which I drew earlier on today was the Black Dragon. So it's not brilliant lighting here. Black Dragon. So you can see it. So the main thing with this card was that there is, I'll just read it for you. It says, the Black Dragon cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. And when I read that, I immediately thought of the message which I saw in Amanda Ellis's video. I watched Amanda Ellis a couple of days ago, and she was talking about us all going during this eclipse period. We're going through like changes, etheric changes, such as we're growing energetic horns, so to speak. And these horns will place us, these horns will help us to connect with the three worlds. So we'll be able to connect to the underworld, which the underworld, we're moving through the underworld with these eclipses right now. So the horns which we're growing, that energetic horns, please don't take me literally. So the horns help us to connect to the earth, they help us to connect to the underworld, and they help us to connect to the divine as well. So as in this card, the Black Dragon, it speaks of a metamorphosis. So that is the first thing I thought of when I drew this card, because this dragon has big horns, if you can see, as well. So yeah, the first thing I thought of was what Amanda Ellis was saying, and that resonates true, and I definitely see a connection there. Okay, so cocoons use. Yeah, so basically it's good to be aware that these eclipses are very important for doing shadow work and for undergoing energetic changes. these eclipses bring up issues that need to be worked on. Okay, so that was the card of the day which I drew for you. All right, I'll now, and this other card, I was popping the cards away, and this other card fell out. So it seems like it was a message. So I will read it. The fire and water dragon. This enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and to move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected. Have fun. So that is an interesting message. I'm trying to think. Oh! I found my other cards are right here. It's because I've got that many cards and that many books. I didn't see the cards. Oh, let me move this. Don't want that in my video. Oh. Silly me. All right. I really wish this wasn't a live stream right now. Gosh, I'm just too used to my editing because I would edit all of these silly moments out and keep the video more to the point for you, but you can't do that with a live video. But I'd like to encourage people to watch me live and so we can connect with people live and stuff like that. So I guess when it comes to stuff like this, it's just trial and error. This is my first time doing a live video on YouTube, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's been interesting so far. Hopefully it will get even more interesting. Okay, so yeah, the other cards I've got to read with today are the Mythic Oracle deck. So yes, and I've also got some numerology cards as well. But they might help to come up with some other messages. So I'm just going to get into it now because I feel like I've been babbling on for long enough. Okay, so Black Dragon. So we're going to... do the dragons have any more messages? All right, I'm going to put the dragons away until the end, I think. I think I'll come back to the dragons at the end of the video and see if they have a closing message. But I really want to get into the other cards and see what they have to say. Okay. Yeah, it's just been a bit of a roller coaster. My life has been a bit of a roller coaster at the moment, so I'm sorry if I don't fully have my head in the game or in this at the moment, but I promise you I will get there. It's just technology. I was not ready for technology at all. All right, so I'm gonna get into the Mythic Oracle deck now. Right. Right, let's go. Call upon the spirit guides and the angels, and of course I call upon spirit as well. Please come through with some relevant messages for the people who end up watching this video. Okay, let's go. Do I want this one? Yes, I think I will go with this card. Oh, wow. So that is crazy. So the first card I've got for you guys is Hades in the underworld. So, yeah, I think that verifies that we're all going through the underworld right now because Hades has popped up. Out of all of the cards in the deck, Hades. So, yes. All right, so yeah, that's the Scorpio energy coming in because Pluto rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is the sign which is ruling this lunar total eclipse, which is happening today, or has happened for if you're on the other side of the world, somewhere else, like in America maybe, then I think you guys have already had the eclipse. Actually, no, I don't know. Yeah, that is interesting that is the card which is jumped out. I've never actually drawn this card before. So Hades of the Underworld. So the Underworld card. So yes, it is very evident that we're going through a transition period now. So there's so many changes and so many transitions. But the main thing to bear in mind is that you are being given these challenges and these life changes because spirit knows that you can handle them. So they may seem like you're going through hell and that you can't take anymore and you just want life to go easy for you now, please. But this shadow work or these manifestations of the underworld which you're having to face now, it is for your own good, and you are more than capable of getting through it. So yeah, that is interesting that is the first card. All right, so I'm going to put them in there. I want another card. This one. All right. So the next card I've got for you is Perseus. So Perseus's message is courage, and interestingly enough, you have Medusa on there. So Medusa, she is a very misunderstood character in mythology because Medusa, Medusa has came across as the the baddie or or a monster. She's come across as a monster, although that she's really the victim. For the story of Medusa is um, she was cursed. She was cursed to become this hideous creature that turns people to stone. So I feel like the message here is it's time to really look in the mirror, really study who you think you are. Yeah, I feel like if you if you take some time for reflection, especially reflect if you're doing shadow work as well, I feel that that will definitely help you to come more into your power and to help you understand yourself more and helping other people to understand you as well. So that is that card. So we've had Hades and Perseus with Medusa. Okay, I'm going to pull one more of these cards. Oh, well, which card are we going to have? Oh, I feel like it's one of these three I've got in my hand. Right. Right, which one do I want? It's one of these. Which one do I want? I'm being pulled towards this one. Okay. All right. All right. So that's interesting. So now we've got Sidon. This is quite funny because this is the divine feminine reading, but all of these have been males coming through on this deck so far. All right. So Poseidon. And the meaning of this card is Earthshaker. All right, so we're seeing in this picture, you see like a sunken city. So the message which I'm getting from this card, I'm getting Atlantis vibes from this card. So I feel like this card is telling a cautionary tale. It's a little like the Medusa card as well, the Perseus and Medusa card. These are cautionary tales. Basically, Atlantis was destroyed due to them being somewhat corrupt and abusing their power. So I feel like the message from this card here is to just watch it and to rein yourself in a bit, because absolute power corrupts. That is the message which is coming from this. And I feel like there's a message like someone's calling out, save me, save me. So I feel like somebody who's watching may soon be in a position where you'd be called to intervene on someone else's behalf. And you, you have the option, really. Like, you can either just look the other way or you can do the right thing and help the person who is in need. Like, the message which I'm getting is to put your power to good use, to put your status to good use. Like, you have all of these things so that you can help others. Okay, so I'm putting that card down there. That is interesting. Dare I grab one more of these cards? Is it going to be another male? Right. Come on, give us some divine feminine messages, please. Right. Aye, yay. So we have our first goddess, our Titan goddess. We have Rhea. So Rhea is the mother of the Greek gods. So Rhea and Kronos, they are the mother and father of Zeus and some of the other Greek deities. So the message of this card is protection. So it's interesting that this card follows the last card because the message is protection. So basically, this card can be taken in two ways. Either focus on protection for yourself or focus on protecting yourself and others as well. And also there's a swan in this picture. So the swan, that has a very high vibration, that has some connections to the star constellations. I believe it's Cygnus. So there's like the swan light codes. I feel like there may be some connection there as well. And it's interesting actually when we was talking about metamorphosis in the first card of the day. The first card was the Black Dragon, and we was talking about metamorphosis and changes, and we have the swan here. So the swan is like a pure being, and this the first thing that I think of when I think of swans is like the Swan Princess. So in the Swan Princess, if you've seen the Swan Princess, she's a girl, or she is a princess rather, and she is cursed to turn into a swan every so often. I think it may be during the daytime. I think during the daytime she turns back into a human, and at nighttime she must at sunset she turns into a swan again. So the message which I'm getting from this is it's tying in with the idea of going through a transformation and a metamorphosis, and it's also to do with timing as well. There's an emphasis on the timing of this. Well, of course, the emphasis for the timing is, hey, it's the blood moon, it's the eclipse. Now's the time for the transformation. So that is, I'm feeling that is where that message is coming from. All right. So is there anything else? Okay. All right. So there's an emphasis on fear here. I feel like there's somebody who's feeling scared about something. Oh, okay, so the message which I'm getting is it ties in with Rhea. So basically, if you know about the story of the Greek mythology, then Kronos, he was jealous and he was scared of losing his power to his sons. So he is he he decided he was gonna, rather being overthrown by his sons, he was gonna eat them eat all of his children so then he could stay in power always. But basically, Rhea, she protected Zeus, who then grew up strong enough to overthrow his father. So I feel like this is the message here. It goes into that was the message which I was picking up from the other card. We're still on the same theme, or we're still on the same thought from spirit. So this card is talking about shielding others. Shielding others so that they can then fulfill their destiny. That is a beautiful message, that one. Okay, so I'm going to pop that one there. All right, we're going to have one more of these cards. Right, what more can you tell us? You. Okay, so we've drawn Apollo. So Apollo's message. Apollo, he's like the god of music. Although on the card it is written, his message is clarity. Also, it's interesting that Apollo is also the god of prophecy as well. So I feel like someone's got a big question that they're trying to ask. Okay. Right, what would you like me to tell them? What is the right. I'm just asking the spirit guides to please step forward now. Please assist me in delivering this message. All right, so the emphasis here is on hitting the mark. Yes, so the emphasis is on the arrow which he's holding, because Apollo is also a great shot. Like him and his sister Diana. Is it Diana? Yeah. Or rather, Diana is the Roman equivalent. I believe it is Artemis. Artemis is the Greek version. So yeah, Artemis is the goddess of the hunt. So I believe Apollo and Artemis go hunting together, and Apollo is an excellent shot. So the message from this card is just hitting your mark in kind of long-sightedness. That is what it is. So okay, so Apollo's telling you to take a step back and to look at things, or rather to look at the bigger picture, so look at things as a whole to gain clarity on the issue. Okay. And he's saying that if you do that, if you take a step back and look at the bigger picture, then a pattern will emerge which will give you some clarity on how best to tackle this issue. Okay. Right, so that is the Mythic Oracle deck. I'm going to move on to the numerology deck now. Right, so I'm going to remove the Mythic Oracle deck. Thank you, cards. Pop you away. Alright, so let's see what we get here. Alright. Just quickly give them a cleanse. Good, good, good. Okay. 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 Alright, so these cards give us some guidance from Spirit. So how may we balance our divine feminine energies? Spirit guides, please come through and help us in this matter. Ooh, did I just drop a card? No, felt like it. Alright, I feel like I need this card. Alright, so I've just pulled 333, the angel number. Okay, so this card, encouragement that you are on the right path. All right. And also 333. 3 is a very special number. 3 also connects to the goddess Hecate. So this is a special day today, with it being the full moon and lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I wonder if you can see anything yet. The 3 connects with Hecate because she is a triple goddess. Okay, and it's also interesting to know that 333 adds up to 9. So 9, that is the number for completion, because after 9 it just goes back to 0 again, or 101, etc. So yeah, that is a good message that things are on track for you. Things are right. You are on the right path. Okay. Another card, please. This one. All right, so I've got number 26. So 26 is for wealth and prosperity, it says. Okay, let's see if I can pick up anything else. I'm gonna pick up my selenite ball. Right. So wealth and prosperity. So there's also, I'm guessing, I'm feeling that there's an emphasis on saving. So yes, all right. So the message which I'm getting from Spirit is to tell people, or to tell someone who's viewing this video, that if you desire wealth, then desire, if you desire wealth and prosperity, then the best way to get there is by saving a bit at a time. Because it doesn't matter how long it takes, you will get there. You will surely get there if you're disciplined with yourself, if you're not tapping, if you're not dipping into that money, if you're more disciplined with yourself, then you can, once you've saved up that money, you can do a lot more. You could maybe invest that money, you could maybe treat yourself to something really nice that you've wanted for a long time. What else? What else can you tell us? So yeah, the message which is coming through is like spending anyway. So spending like a trust fund or something along those lines. All right, I'm hearing I'm hearing the word Serengeti. So I'm not really brilliant at geography, but I believe the Serengeti connects with Africa. So it may be that your wealth is in Africa. That's interesting. Right, so I'm going to pick another card. So one more of these numerology cards, and then we'll move on to another deck. All right, this one. All right, so we've got number 38 here. So it says this card is, the energy behind this card is diplomatic and cooperative. All right, so you've been told that if you wanted to reach a goal, then you need to work together, basically. Stop trying to be a one-man army or a one-woman army. Diplomacy, have a little diplomacy and cooperate with your fellows. Okay, so I just heard the word set. I feel like that may be calling. I feel like that may have a connection to the Egyptian deity. So yes, okay, so in Egyptian mythology, Set was a destructive god. Although that's not always. Set is the brother of. Is he the brother? Oh, sorry, he's the brother of Osiris. Okay, so all right, so I feel like I'm being shown like it's like an alternative or a parallel universe or a parallel mythology. So in the current mythology of Osiris and Isis and Osiris in ancient Egypt, Set was jealous of Osiris and he killed Osiris so then he could usurp the throne of Egypt. Although what I'm seeing here is like the opposite in the parallel universe. Set, instead of killing his brother, he's working with his brother. So he's like, the message here is to work closely. So if you're envying like your brother, rather than trying to cut him down and steal what he has, why not work with them and be a part of them, help to build them up, and then in that way you both succeeding, or you're at least a part of their success, so to speak. So yeah, definitely the message of the card is working together rather than ending petty rivalries and building each other up. That is the message of that card. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pop these cards away. But please especially remember this one. This is a special card, the angel number at the beginning. So encouragement that you are on the right path. That's a special card. It says special. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pop those away. All right, so I'm going to pull a couple of cards. Oh, dear me. A couple of cards from the Kuan Yin Oracle. Right, how may we balance our divine feminine aspects through this Scorpio lunar eclipse and onwards and beyond? With this card, okay. Sweeping Sister Willow. Okay. Sweeping Sister Willow. So I think that is interesting. It's interesting that we have sister in the name of that card, because I feel like, again, we're tapping into the whole familiar or family energy. Okay, sweeping sister. Okay, so I'm also sensing there's a bit of distress here. So yeah, so the message which I'm getting from this card is when you're feeling distressed, when you're feeling unbalanced, angry, grounding is the best course of action. And also, don't speak out of anger, because it's way too easy to do that. When you're angry, when you're annoyed, then you're more likely to say things that you really don't mean. And once those things have been said, there's no taking them back. Okay, so that's that card. Let's pull one more. Oh, wow. Okay, so the next card we've got is Radiant Moon of Compassion. So the Radiant Moon of Compassion. All right, so the message of this card is just living in a place, all right, living from the heart and being compassionate and kind. Basically, it's, although although I don't like quoting the Bible, the message which comes through is like the do unto others. That's where the compassion is coming from. So basically, by being kind and compassionate, you're then going to receive that back. It's basically that the universe mirrors what you're putting out. Any further messages? Right, I'm seeing like a little monkey. So I feel like somebody's got an energy around them which is really mischievous. I feel like the person who is being affected by this mischievous energy, they're quite motherly and kind and gentle and understanding with that mischievous energy. I was not expecting that. Any clarity? I'll let me pick up the selenite orb. Okay, so I'm seeing a pyramid now. So okay, so yes, so the message which I'm gaining from the pyramid is to basically, it's all to do with a progression here, progression and growth. Right, so the message I'm getting is you can reach the divine more easily than you think. You need to stop doubting yourself. And it's also important to be aware that each and every one of us has a higher self. So there's our higher self is already connected directly to the divine, to source, to spirit, whatever you want to call it. So you already have a direct link to the divine. So stop thinking of yourself as being a separate to the divine when you're very closely connected already. Okay, so I'm going to pop that down. I don't want to go on for too long, so I'm going to pop these cards away. Okay, and now I'm going to pull out the Goddesses and Sirens cards. Right, let's see which cards we'll pull from here. Okay. Let's see what you've got to say. What would you like to tell us? Like we want this one. Alright, I feel like we want these 3 cards, okay? We want them 3 cards, let's go. So the first card we've got is Hera. So for the divine feminine aspect, Hera is all to do with sacred matrimony, and there's an emphasis on what is the proper word for it? Well, on the card here it's written commitment, but I was thinking of another word. Yeah, fidelity as well. So fidelity and commitment. Okay. Right, so commitment and fidelity and commitment is very important, because when you're in a relationship where you know that you're being 100% committed and your partner is being 100% committed, then you can both be your best self, and you're both vibing very high as well. Although when you look at it in the opposite way, when you're in a relationship, when you're unsure of if your partner is committed, and or where you're in a relationship where you know that your partner has cheated on you before, then those energies are gonna drag you down and burden you, so to speak. So that is that first card. Okay, so the next card is Ameretsu. So her message is self-esteem. So basically, her mythology comes from, or rather, her story is that she is a sun goddess, and she decided to hide herself away she hid in a cave. So people, I believe, somebody placed a mirror in the doorway to the cave so that she could see herself. And when she saw how beautiful she was, she then came out of the cave and she rose and shone her light, or rather, she shined her light everywhere again. So the message from that card is self-esteem. So self-esteem is very important. Like knowing your own worth, knowing that you're beautiful, knowing that you deserve good things, that you deserve to be happy, that you should be respected. All of these things, self-esteem is very important. So that is the message from Amaretsu. Okay, so I'll pull the third card. Oh wow! Okay, wow. Okay, so the card which I've just pulled for you is Baba Yaga. So Baba Yaga, her message is authenticity. Okay, so this ties in perfectly with the whole Scorpio lunar eclipse energy, because at this time you've been asked to reflect, to do the shadow work, and to check yourself, basically check that you're living your authentic life, so to speak, or you're being your authentic self. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you Baba Yaga again. So yeah, when you're being your authentic self, when you're in alignment with when you're in alignment, when you've been true to yourself, your alignment then pulls in blessings like a magnet. So although when you're out of alignment, that is when you get stuck in a rut. That is when you're always unhappy. You're not being able to manifest the things that you want. It seems like everything's going wrong, nothing's going your way, and that is because you're out of alignment. That is because you're putting on an act. You're not being your authentic self. You're just being someone else. And there's a popular saying. The popular saying is, "Don't be someone else." I know it's cheesy, like, but be yourself. No one else can do you better. Just like you cannot act like someone else better than someone else, because they are that person and you are this person, so to speak. I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, just be yourself. Right, let's see what other messages we can pull from Baba Yaga. Right, come on, give us some nice meaty messages, Baba Yaga, for the blood moon and for healing our divine feminine aspect of ourselves. Right, so I'm hearing take more of an open approach with things. stop hiding all of your insecurities. So basically, if you're one of those people who would benefit from a social media break, then do that. Take some time to reconnect to nature, reconnect with yourself. Because while all of the time when you're on social media, you're putting on this mask. Sorry, you're putting on a mask of who you want people to see, and that isn't your true self. So you're not living in your authenticity. What else? Oh, right. So it's funny. I just heard "Send in the Clowns." So I feel like I need to look at them lyrics for you. Right, let me find those lyrics quickly. And I feel like somewhere in these lyrics is going to be an important message for you. All right, so let me find lyrics for that song. Send in the Clowns. Okay, so the message, or rather the lyrics here, I'm going to read all of the lyrics. So take from these lyrics whatever you will, whatever resonates with you, then take that as your message. So isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in midair, sending the clowns. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. Where are the clowns sending the clowns? Just when I'd stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, making my entrance again with my usual flair, sure of my lines, no one is there. Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? Quick, sending the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my time in this late in my career, sorry. And where are the clowns? There ought to be clowns. Well, maybe next year. Okay. So there was a bit here that that really stood out to me. Where is it? Don't you love farce? My fault, I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. Where are the clowns? Quick, sending the clowns. Don't bother, they're here. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. Where are the clowns? So, yeah, that is the lyrics for Sending the Clowns. So that is a Stephen Sondheim song. So yeah, it's all about a painful relationship. So if any of that resonates with you, please comment and let me know that I'm not just crazy. Because yeah, that came through from Spirit Sending the Clown. So I feel like some of those lyrics will resonate with somebody who watches this, hopefully. So please comment if that somebody is you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one more goddess card, or goddess and sirens card, and then I'm going to close this reading. Oh, actually, I'm gonna pull another dragon card as well. Oh, all right, so that's interesting. We got Apollo in the Mythic Oracle deck, and we was talking about Artemis, and here she is, Artemis. So it says here, Artemis's message is individuation. So be an individual. So that is funny, authenticity. So it's, yeah, that is crazy. It's like these three cards are all in alignment with each other. There's the Amaretsu, the self-esteem card. And then there's the Baba Yaga, authenticity. Now there's the Artemis card, which is be an individual. Be yourself. And also with Artemis, there's the whole Virginial or Virgo influence, or there's the whole virgin aspect of her. Basically, the original meaning of a virgin is someone who, a woman who does not submit. So she would make love with a man, but she would not submit. So it's important to stay standing in your power. And trusting in your own abilities, and not and being confident in yourself that you are good enough, that you don't need a man to complete you, or anyone else for that matter. You don't need anyone else to complete you, or to make you strong, or to solve all your problems. You are more than capable of doing all of that yourself. So that is Artemis's message to you. And with that, I'm going to pull one more dragon card to close. Okay. Okay, let's see what we got. What messages do we have from Spirit? Right, please clarify this reading for us, please. I feel like this is the one. All right. So this is the dragon card which I've pulled. So it's the magenta dragon. So that is a beautiful color. So it says, the magenta dragon enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding, prepare for accelerated ascension. Wow. So that is amazing. So that is the goal, really. So if you're doing all of the other things, then that will spark an accelerated ascension. Right, let me see if I can pick up any further clarification. I think I can hear the cat trying to get in. Oh dear. Let me let the cat in. Sorry for cutting off. Right. Oh, the wonders of live streaming, eh? Right. Right, Ophelia, please come through. Please give us some clarification on the magenta dragon. So yeah, I'm definitely picking up galactic energies. So I feel like there's an expansion. Yeah, I feel like the energies that you'll soon be going through an expansion. So yeah, that does make sense now. I feel like during this eclipse, a lot of a lot of the people who are watching this video, you're about to be going through, or you may have recently started the process of coming into your causal chakra. So the causal chakra is one of the 12 chakras, because we normally work with the 7 chakras, so they're energy centers in the body. Although in ancient times, like in Atlantis and Lemuria, they was working with the 12 chakras, and now light workers and light bringers and star seeds, etc., we're working to bring these chakras back. So the people who are doing all of the energy work, you're the people whose causal chakras, so one of the additional chakras, is going to be reawakened in you. So that makes sense now with the expansion. And the causal chakra is like, it's your direct link to source. So it's when you connect with the ascended masters, when you connect with like the dragons, elementals, etc., you connect through the causal chakra. So I'd expect you can expect more connections with these to happen very soon, as your causal chakra is awakening and it's expanding outwards. Like with the causal chakra, you can push the causal chakra like very far from you. If you wanted, you can make your causal chakra surround the whole globe, or maybe even further. You can make your causal chakra surround the whole universe. Maybe I don't know, but I know you can definitely make your causal chakra surround the globe. Okay. Right. Any last messages? Spirit guides and spirit, please come through now. Right, I'm hearing something to do with Saturn. Right, can you clarify that message for me, please? Alright, so there's a specific energy coming through Saturn. I'm trying to think. What planet rules Saturn? Oh, well, Saturn is the planet. I'm trying to think what sign. So I think Saturn is to do with Capricorn. Alright, can you clarify what is this energy that's to do with Saturn, please? Alright, so I'm hearing, I heard Nibiru. So I feel like there is some sort of link from Saturn to Nibiru, which is some other planet in some other galaxy quite far from our own. So I feel like the message is that there's far galactic energies coming in closer to our own. Okay. I'm going to pull one more card just to see if it can get a bit more clarity from that, because that kind of leaves us with more questions. Right. All right. So we've got this card. Deep Blue Dragon. Keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk on a path of light. Okay. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to say about these is keeping crystals which match these dragons' energy around you will help you to tune into the dragons. So if you keep some magenta crystals near you, so maybe if you have some aura quartz, that would help. Or if you have a nice piece of moonstone, or if you have some pale rubies, something like that. Or sapphire, blue kyanite for the blue dragon, blue calcite. So those sorts of stones will help you tap into those energies. So I'm going to end it there because I feel like we've been going for a long time. So I hope this reading has been useful for somebody. So please leave some comments, leave some likes, please subscribe, and please share the video. So thank you for watching. And if you'd like more videos like this, if you've got any constructive feedback, then please let me know. I know that I've been a bit all over the place, but please give me a little bit of slack because this was my first live stream on YouTube, so I'm kind of just getting used to this. But I hope that I gave you an interesting video with some of the messages that have came through from the various oracle cards and from Spirit. So for now, I'm going to bid you all brightest blessings and namaste and farewell. Until next time.